So the first cross we're going to do involves crossing a purebred yellow pea plant with a purebred green pea plant. Purebred means homozygous. The first step we do is write down which is dominant and which is recessive. Yellow, we give a capital Y because it's dominant. We know this from the question because all the offspring were yellow. So therefore we give the green one a lowercase letter. The first thing we write down is the parent phenotype. We're told in the question that one parent is yellow and the other parent is green. Next we're going to write down the parent genotype. Again, we've been told that the yellow is homozygous or purebred, so it has two capital Y's, and the green has two lowercase y's. Next we write down what the gametes will be. So only one of each of the alleles can go into the sex cells. So the capital Y parent can only have gametes with a capital Y, and the little y can only have gametes with small y's. This here is a cross that I'm doing. The gametes are put along the sides, and then you just bring down the letters and bring them across, so you have capital Y, lowercase y. This will show you the possibilities of what the different offspring may be. In this case, the offspring phenotype is going to be yellow. Now we can tell this because the genotype of the offspring is big Y, little y, and we know from this question that yellow is dominant. So in this case, where it's heterozygous, it's going to be yellow. Second cross that we're going to do is breeding two of these offspring together. So two heterozygous offspring. So because we know they're heterozygous from the previous question, we say big Y, little y for both parents. The gametes again have only one of the alleles in it, but in this case, for both parents, they have the option of putting either one of the alleles, either big Y or little y, yellow or green, into each gametes. Again, we're going to do the cross here. On the top we put one of the parents, along the side we put the gametes of the other parents. When we actually do the crosses, we always write the capital letter first. There we go, just fixing that. So big Y, two small y's, big Y, big Y, big Y, a little y. Now we can't leave it just like this because you wouldn't get full points in an exam for just putting the cross and nothing else. We have to state what the offspring phenotypes are and state the ratios as well. So the offspring phenotypes are yellow, yellow, and yellow. So 3 yellow. Remember, big Y, little y, heterozygous, dominant color is yellow. And then we have 1 green. So then we just count up the number that we have for each. 3 yellow, 1 green. A ratio of 3:1, or 25% green and 75% yellow. Please do state these ratios with the phenotypes and the ratios directly above, like I've done here. The last example is a 1-to-1 ratio. So again, we start off by writing what our letters are for each allele, just so we don't forget. And we're going to try doing various different crosses just to see what happens. We start off with a homozygous dominant and a heterozygous parent, and we do the crosses. And in this case, all of them are going to be yellow. The second scenario we're going to try is by having two homozygous dominant parents. And this may seem obvious, but I just want to show it anyway. We end up having, again, 2 big Y's, which is definitely all going to be yellow. Similarly, if we cross 2 parents that are both green, they have both homozygous recessive, so the offspring are all going to be homozygous recessive, or all going to be green. So that's definitely not 1-to-1 either. The fourth possibility we haven't looked at yet is a heterozygous parent with a homozygous recessive parent. So this will result in having one yellow parent here, that's heterozygous, and one homozygous recessive parent that ends up being green. Again, we count them up, and we end up having one yellow, one green possibilities, or probabilities. So the ratio here is 1:1. This is the one that gives us the right answer, and the other ones were all wrong.